Warning. This show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello,
I
wrestling
become
fan.
a
Why have you been
man.
going
Why you
down
eat-
on your grandma?
I thought Layla died.
Be around,
I'm
man.
scum of the
My
earth.
name is Coach.
Guy looks like a pedophile.
It's blue.
Willow.
He played keep away with his glasses.
Literally driving us mad.
Bleh.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah Bite Size. I am Andy Quad, and with me is Sam Brooks,
Hey, I'm not Liam, but I'm infinitely better, so lucky you.
and also, because of the news we're going to be talking about today, we need an American person on the show. And the only American person that could be on the show right now is Carmine and Tonelli.
The one who's always here for some reason. You can't get rid of me, and you never will.
Oh,
And I'd like to remind you, yes, you, the listener, that we are on iTunes, YouTube, probably on SoundCloud maybe, I don't fucking know.
No.
But we are also on Suplah.com. Yes, that's right, I got the name right of our own website, Suplah.com.
well done.
Yay!
You want a cookie?
Battle Pits. And we're also on WrestlingPundit.com.
Are we?
Kind of.
Kind of, on occasion, we're on that.
Anyway, what's the news today, newsman?
Oh, the news! Oh, it's the news you've been waiting for. TNA has finally survived. TNA has announced the following. Discovery Communications requires exclusive broadcast rights to top professional wrestling league.
Ah,
TNA Impact Wrestling for Destination America. So, basically, in 2015, TNA will be on Destination America instead of Spike TV. Carmine, you're an American person. What the fuck does this mean?
I've never heard of that channel in my life.
boo!
And you have every right never to have heard that channel in your life because Destination America, according to Wikipedia, as of August 2013, are approximately in 59 plus million households in the United States, which is 52.2% of all the households with television. However, Spike, on the other hand, get 98.7 million television subscribers. So they
That's a lot more.
they have lost nearly half of their audience.
Potential audience. Not their audience, their potential audience.
That's the one.
It makes you think, what the fuck was the point of signing with this network? I mean, I know their options were limited in the first place, but when you really look at it, this deal, it's a multi-year deal. And it's like, you're getting so much less than what you need. It's like, is it really worth it? You should have just died.
I don't know.
But the thing is, so much less than what they need is a bad way of putting it because they don't get that much of an audience anyway. It's still way more than they need, really.
Like, if you can only draw 1.1, or like they're getting less than that now. They're getting like 0.9s, 8s. They're doing really bad. It doesn't, like, there's no point being on a network that has, 98.7 million people, because what is the fucking point if you can't reach that number of people anyway because no one watches your shit?
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe the people who have Destination America would be interested in watching TNA. I don't know. I've never had that channel in my life, so...
Apparently the channel makes it so that it's all American. It's one of those things that celebrates American people, American culture. So of course they had to get shitty professional wrestling on there at some point.
What?
Well, I'm on the Destination America website right now, and they've announced it. They've announced their magical move, which is good for them, I guess. But I will tell you some of the magical television shows that they have, which are just absolutely fantastic, including Ghost Stalkers, Railroad Alaska, A Haunting, literally that's what it's called,
Oh,
Buying Alaska,
oh,
Ghost Asylum,
oh.
Alaska Monsters. They really want to jerk off Alaska.
What?
No, they
Monsters-
love Ghost and Alaska. What is up with this?
Monsters Underground, Amish Haunting,
What?
Swamp Monsters.
Oh,
which
come
sounds
on.
really weird. hillbilly blood,
You gotta be making this up.
mountain monsters,
You gotta be making this up.
buying the bayou, buying the beach, deep fried masters, barbecue pit masters, monsters and mysteries, buying Hawaii, and literally, I'm not going to read them all because they're fucking annoying, and literally there's just a show called Epic.
What? So it's monster shows and shows about non-continental states.
What the fuck? How does wrestling fit in with any of that?
Right in between Monster Mashers and Buying Alaska.
Right in between Crush 'em High and Sock 'em to Alaska. Your new TNA Alaska champion.
I am absolutely shocked that TNA are still even alive. And, like, there's a part of me that if TNA did die, I would be sad. And I'll tell you why I'd be sad. Because the basis of this whole show is not just because Taz can't speak the fucking language that he was born with. No. It's the fact that TNA sucked. And they've always sucked. So it's like...
Well,
Oh, not always sucked. But for the majority of its history, it sucks.
over half of its lifespan.
Right. And because of that, we started this show. If TNA were to die, what in the name of Jesus would we talk about?
MMA, probably.
Yeah.
Well, this is what my argument is, that this move, as much as it has less homes, it doesn't really matter because, as we've said already, if you can't even reach 98,000 households, what's the fucking point? And the fact is, I think Spike TV and Viacom were the problem. Because if you look at the past Bellator show, which is obviously an MMA company, which is now basically owned by Viacom, essentially their last show took place on Spike TV on November 15th, which was just the last weekend. And their main event had Tito Ortiz defeat Stephan Bonner. Tito Ortiz was in the UFC from the moment Dana White and the Fertitta brothers took over the UFC. So basically, the beginning of the UFC as we know it today. And
Yeah,
then
he was like the first big name in UFC.
Exactly. Like, the same kind of names as Chuck Liddell come to mind. And Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock. You know, these kind of names. And then you have a guy in Stephan Bonner who lost the first ever Ultimate Fighter final, which was so many years ago. It's like over a decade ago now. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that Viacom brought in these wankers who are old, who are past their prime, and as much as the show was a success, it was one of the highest viewed shows of all time for them, and apparently, according to Wikipedia, they had a peak of over 2 million viewers in the main event, which, good for you! But this is kind of similar to like how TNA were doing well, because we're bringing all these old guys who were already established from the WWE, and essentially, like, they fucked themselves over by not creating any stars, which, oh, look what's happening here with Bellator! I wonder what the problem was. And I think the problem was Viacom, and I think the problem was Spike. Because if they're going to allow shit like this to happen with MMA, and they allowed it to happen with wrestling, I'm not a genius. I don't work in television.
Really?
But I guarantee that there's some kind of correlation here.
I mean, that does make sense. Like, I don't really know much about, like, Viacom or Spike TV, like, as companies. I know Viacom basically owns a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess the new network that TNA's on, I guess that's a nice escape, sort of, so they can try and maybe do new things.
Yeah, I don't think the network that exclusively signs monster shows and Alaska shows is going to care too much about the decisions TNA makes. So I think they'll be pretty much in control for
Unless,
themselves.
of course, they demand a crossover between buying Hawaii and TNA.
You need a monster character on your wrestling show.
Abyss, buy Hawaii! What?
But I would watch that.
I would.
The thing is, as well, with the Spike deal, it's clear as day how much they gave a fuck about TNA, by the end, because like if you actually watch the Bellator event, the production value was just fucking insane. They had a fuck offside stage. I think they had pyro and they had like really good lighting and they made it look really good, right? You watch the TNA events lately, it's just flashy, sparkly lights and a really shitty load of fucking lights and a ramp. And that's it.
Yeah.
Laser lights.
Now,
No,
you say
no,
that.
there's not even laser lights. It's just
What? They got
lights.
rid of the laser lights?
Yep, it's just lights.
God
Oh.
damn it! The one thing I liked about TNA was their lights. That was the one thing they managed to do sort of okay. It's not their roster, it's not their themes, it's not their Titantrons or lack thereof. It's the lights. The lights were fine. Now they're getting downgraded.
See,
What?
everything has literally gone completely to shit in that.
Everything is shitty.
And
Everything is
I-
bad when you're part of TNA.
Everything is
literally
shitty.
I literally just think it's because of Spike. I think Spike, as much as like, oh, we helped to bring in Sting, and we helped to do this, and we helped to do that.
Remember Mick Foley?
Remember the ECW?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, remember inmates running the asylum?
Yeah, I remember WCW.
It's exactly like that. It's just like, no, you
No,
didn't do anything. You did nothing good.
It's easy to pin the blame on Spike, but at the same time, it's not entirely their fault as to how TNA has ended up the way they are.
Yeah.
For example, making the head of your company someone who doesn't know jack shit about wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, but to say that Spike is not a major contributor to that,
Oh no, of course, I'm just saying it's not
gotta be accurate.
entirely fair to place the blame all on the network.
I mean, I'm sure some of those decisions when TNA was at their peak of copying WWE move for move, like Eric Young winning the fucking title.
Yeah, where's he now? Is he even
I'm sure that
employed
was-
still? Is he even
I'm
there?
sure that was some dude in the fucking marketing department in Spike being like, people really seem to like this Daniel Bryan guy. Does TNA have anyone that looks like Daniel Bryan? Put the belt on him. Ratings.
I mean, there's so many reasons why that company is a mess. But I mean, it's the lack of. I think Spike was just kind of going through the motions by the sounds of things, and just not really giving a shit about like, well, we got this wrestling thing, we got this Bellator thing. Oh God, I love Bellator, and that's basically like. I think I just insinuated the Spike were jacking off to. Anyway, the point is.
Wow.
The point is that's kind of a good metaphor, really. So yeah. Speaking of things I want to jack off to,
Great.
AJ Lee is apparently leaving, maybe.
No!
So
There's rumors AJ Lee is on her way out.
Rumors. We have to stress these are only
Yes,
These
are
are
only-
rumors.
These are
take
only
it take it with a
rumors.
pinch of salt. You know, there was a time when everyone said, "Oh, she's gonna leave the company." People have been saying that since January. So,
Yeah, remember in
So-
2011 when everyone was like, "Oh, Punk's leaving." Oh, wait.
oh, he's doing the exact opposite.
Okay, so rumors regarding the future of AJ Lee and possibly her leaving after Survivor Series.
Perseverance.
Survivor Series have started up again. The feeling is that if she drops her Divas title to Nikki Bella at Sunday's Survivor Series, is that this Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, I can't watch it. Fuck you, WWE.
No, you can, just not legally.
I don't even want to. So she'll
Well, you
be
could do
done
pay
with-
per view.
she'll
Yeah.
be do- Oh, well, I want the network. She'll be done with the company if she drops the title on Sunday. AJ is advertised through until WWE's TLC pay-per-view on December 14th, but is not scheduled for live events past that point. It should be noted that there have been several reports of AJ leaving WWE since her husband, CM Punk, quit in January. Even at one stage, there was a false pregnancy rumor. There is no definitive confirmation of her departure, so all rumors should be taken with a pinch of salt. However, there is a rumor circulating that AJ Lee could possibly be finishing on Sunday. Brian Alvarez was asked on the Wrestling Observer Radio, don't listen to us, about the rumor, and he noted that he'd been hearing the same thing. Jim Ross, by God, I think they need to slow down. Also addressed the rumor on a recent episode of his Ross Report podcast. And AJ Lee has been on the road full-time in recent weeks as Divas champion, and she defends the title, as we said, about 155 times against Nikki Bella this Sunday at Survivor Series.
Now, here's the thing. AJ Lee is one of the best divas in wrestling right now.
Light it up, light it
But
up, light it
you
up,
should
light
also
it
take
up.
note that that's almost by default.
Almost by default
Yabba,
within
yabba, yabba,
WWE.
yabba, yabba.
Yeah,
Because in WWE there are only 2
Let's
On the
light
main
it
roster.
up,
female
light
wrestlers
it
on the
up,
main
light it
roster.
up, light it up, light-
Andy,
that is
Yep.
in fact your theme song.
shut up.
Okay.
Also, if she leaves and they don't move anyone up from NXT, shit's fucked.
Here's exactly. This is what I wanted to talk about with this rumor. Not so much is she leaving, is she not? More, if she did leave, how would you try and sustain the division?
I would move up Charlotte as soon as possible. For those who don't know, Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, is the current NXT Women's Champion, set to defend her title at the TakeOver Evolution pay-per-view, and that is on December 11th, I believe.
Yes.
So,
Or yeah.
provided that AJ Lee does leave, say, the night of TLC or the Raw after TLC, if they moved up Charlotte, like around the same time, that would be a good way to kind of fill the hole with an equally capable female athlete. But don't do a
Yes.
Paige and have her win the Divas title immediately. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. Some people would. I personally wouldn't, because let's look at how well that turned out for Paige.
And
Well-
I'm a firm believer that you have to work towards the belt, not get it on your first night.
Well, I would say Paige worked for it, but not in the same way that most of the main roster divas worked for it.
I don't know. Just at least be on screen a couple of times.
I appreciate that, yeah.
I mean, with Paige, when it wasn't winning the title that fucked her over. Like when she won the title, she initially was fine. Her character didn't get shitty until AJ came back and took it from her.
And it was revealed that she was basically a placeholder whilst AJ Lee had her honeymoon.
Yeah. So I'm not suggesting that Charlotte should take it on her debut, but if she did, that wouldn't be the problem. I wouldn't be worried for Charlotte if that happened.
Oh no, I just think there would be several better ways to handle her moving up.
Sure. I don't know how you would debut Charlotte, because that is a difficult, like, what would you do?
LOL, I'm not on Total Divas, fuck off.
That
I
was
would keep
AJ's
her
gimmick for a
gimmick.
year and a half.
Oh, was it? Oh, God.
I would keep Charlotte's gimmick the way it is, don't change anything, don't
Oh, yeah, of
nerf
course,
her
of
in any
course.
way.
Just
But,
show up and be like, yo, I'm genetically superior.
yeah, AJ Lee could do her, like, emotional quitting promo or whatever, and then Charlotte comes out and drops her.
She should just be like, woo, I can't help that I'm custom made, but I can't help. But I'll tell you this. Has anyone seen that remix?
What?
Oh, have you never seen this
What are you
fucking
talking
remix?
about?
I don't
She should
know what
just
he's
do
doing.
Ric Flair promo. She's just go insane, like, woo, I can't help that I'm custom made.
Anyway, a thing I want to do, this is some fun, I want to read down the list of main talent roster divas. Can we do that for a second?
Sure.
And just see who's there. Counting it down, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That's not that bad, actually.
2 of them are inactive to injuries, those being Tamina Snuka and Eva Marie, but Eva Marie doesn't count. So,
Yeah, fuck off.
AJ Lee, WWE Divas Champion.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yep.
Alicia Fox.
Eh,
Nah, not relevant since ever.
I mean, Alicia Fox has shown potential that she can be a talented competitor, and she could potentially be a very valuable asset in the
She
future.
pours
But as
stuff
of
down
right,
herself.
as of right now, her character is, I'm weird and I like people. Hi, I'm
Hi,
hugging Tom
Tom.
Phillips.
Yeah.
That's not. Fuck off with that.
Does she have tall?
Not
Yes.
really.
Kind of.
She's not that tall.
She has long legs.
Yes.
Okay.
Next
I don't
up,
know.
we have the Bella twins, Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. No, 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 no!
Their feud with each other has killed any appreciation I was starting to build for Brie.
Yeah, it's the worst feud of the year, and I don't care
Make
about
it
either of them.
stop.
I'm now Nikki's personal assistant. Feel bad for me.
I
No.
wish you died in the way.
Whoa!
Boom!
What's a woo?
I don't know. I
Duh.
wish you died in the woo!
I can't help that I'm custom made.
No.
That's basically how she should debut.
Let's
You
move
already
on.
said that. Did you just go back in time 2 minutes?
I am a robot. Hello.
Emma, what do you think of Emma? Good?
Boop, boop, boop,
Needs-
boop, boop, boop. Emma's good.
Needs to
Does
be
she still have the
utilized more.
retard gimmick?
What?
Yeah, if Paige reclaims the Divas Championship at any point and goes back to being NXT Paige, who was just like fuck everyone,
Yeah,
Oh, yes, please.
Emma's the perfect opponent.
exactly. They proved that before when they were fighting in NXT. So, don't be afraid to repeat history that nobody has seen.
Yeah, really. So
And
Next.
Emma gets the thumbs up.
Yep, then we have the Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi.
Why are they
I've
still
never.
there?
Everyone loves Naomi, and I get it. She's athletic, but
She is
I
really
don't
good.
care. She's
Good.
boring.
He's not, because their favorite match of all time. No, that's Cameron. My bad.
Naomi's just as boring as Cameron is.
I
My
was.
favorite match of all time was Melina versus Alicia Fox.
Ooh.
Many
All
times-
matches, by God, I'm open can of whoop ass. Why are you at Elimination Chamber?
God, I missed something.
Why are you at Elimination Chamber? I don't know.
Fucking, but yeah, I can't.
Naomi's okay, they just need to make her a character.
Yeah, she's a good wrestler. She has no character.
Exactly. Speaking
can't
of people who
care
have
about her.
no character whatsoever, Natalia.
Oh no, she has a character. She's just stupid. That's literally her
Tyson's
character.
wife.
Tyson's wife. I don't give a shit.
One of the most capable women there, but the only reason I don't really list her with AJ Lee and Paige is because she doesn't do anything.
What's
Her character, with quotes,
Yeah.
is I have a husband who's a dick.
Basically, and I like cats.
Her character, despite the fact that Tyson Kidd's character is being mockingly called Natty's husband, literally Natalia's character is being Tyson's wife.
At this point. Remember when she was relevant and dominant with Beth Phoenix?
Remember when she farted a lot
No.
I
and
Shut up.
pissed herself
That happened. That never happened.
and put icy hot in her butt?
Stop it. It's not canon.
It's so canon
Oh,
because it
fuck
all happened.
Fuck it. Layla.
Eh,
One of the oldest divas. And she's
Yeah.
like in her early 30s.
yeah.
Before she died.
Uh,
Lol. Callback.
Can't
But-
believe you thought she had died.
It was a joke.
She's a dancer.
I still think she's hot.
Yeah,
Is is she even a good wrestler? I don't
Not
know.
a tree!
What?
It's a callback.
Dude, Liam's not here. It's okay.
Oh, okay. It's okay. You don't have to do that now.
It's okay,
It's safe here.
Yeah.
good. Yay.
Paige.
Paige is
Yes.
great.
Great. Moving on.
I mean, she needs the title again, and she needs to hold it for a substantial amount of time.
7 years.
Not 7 years. Don't do that.
Nah, do that. Just do it for 7 years.
Don't give her a fucking Bruno Sammartino run.
Yes! Bruno Sammartino run! Bruno Sammartino run!
Rosa Mendez. Who?
She can't do shit.
Who?
She can't do shit.
Who?
She's that one bitch.
Who is
Okay.
Rosa Mendez?
She's the girl who her ass was showing on main event.
I don't know.
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae's alright, but
Yeah,
she doesn't-
Athlete needs a personality, but isn't
Yeah.
a bitch.
Is she still
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Fandango?
Yeah, and she
You know what
was.
I've noticed about these divas? Too many of them have the character of I'm a bitch.
Apparently, because when you're a woman, you can only be one of 4 characters.
Either
Crazy,
you're
a bitch.
You're the female version of your male counterpart. You're
Literally, there's 4 divas character archetypes. Like, there's the high school bitch.
Yep.
There's the what the fuck am I trying to say? There's like the monster heel diva that occasionally shows up.
Yep.
There's the dumb, goofy baby face,
Yep.
and there's the crazy one.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Every diva in this division fits into one of those 4 characters.
Yep. And it's terrible.
Well-
Also, we forgot about one.
who?
Oh, who?
Stephanie McMahon, everybody.
She doesn't count.
No! But she's listed under the fucking female wrestlers, even though she wrestled, like, what, 10 years ago?
She wrestled one match in the last like decade
Oh, yeah. That one match.
that she won.
That match.
That she won.
Match. Okay.
That was terrible.
Anyway, we're getting kind of off topic about AJ Lee here. Basically, what we're trying to say is that there's no good enough, like, filler amongst the main roster divas to replace AJ should she leave.
And while the NXT women's roster may be shorter, they're infinitely more talented.
Yeah, shall we look at the fucking NXT roster? It'll take like 5 minutes, because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Go!
Charlotte, NXT Women's Champion.
She is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Amazing.
That's just all there is to say about her. She's interesting to watch.
Yep.
She's good at what she does.
Yep.
And she just needs to move up as soon as possible.
Exactly. Alexa Bliss.
Underrated.
Very underrated. She has the cheerleading gimmick, which I think kind of puts her down a little bit, but at the same time, that's kind of her real-life background anyway, and she does a lot of gymnastic stuff in the ring, so...
Yeah.
You know.
And she's proven in matches with pretty much every other
I've
NXT
seen her
diva.
I've seen her do a gif of it, like a springboard sunset flip thingy.
Oh, yeah.
That was last week. It was a really freaking good match with Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm. Sasha Banks is another name.
Very Sasha Banks.
She
the
is
boss of NXT.
the boss of NXT. Basically, very, very good on
Is she the boss, or is she really good? I don't understand.
No, she's really good. That's her
She's
character.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How would you compare her, Carmine, if we wanted to
I don't watch NXT, so you need to...
Exactly.
Compare her?
make it so that
Like-
Andy would get it?
She's... Imagine AJ with a gimmick of not being crazy and just being really good.
And she knows it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's on, like, AJ levels of wrestling.
NXT sounds like it's for hipsters.
It's
Well,
it's just good. I don't know if that's what hipsters are into now.
Don't just continue. Let's keep going.
okay, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch.
Becky fucking Lynch.
Basically, if Lita was a technician.
Yeah,
She's got
if
that
Lita was a
stupid
ground
Irish
and
gimmick, hasn't
pound.
she?
No, they changed it. She's now a rocker, headbanger type.
Oh, good. Thank Christ for that.
Like I say, Lita.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then we have... Yep, then we have Bailey.
Bailey!
Your favorite.
Yay!
Who is
Bailey's awesome.
Bailey is, her character is basically, she's kind of like a doe-eyed fangirl, basically. She's very happy all the time. She gives hugs to people.
Her finisher is a belly-to-belly suplex.
Yep.
Because it's a fucking hug, and I love it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So,
Wouldn't a
don't
bear
even
hug
finish
make more
Bailey.
sense?
that was her finisher at one point, I think.
Oh, God, yes.
Basically, we've proven our point.
I want this roster.
Yeah, really. Basically,
Oh, there's also
if AJ
Carmella.
Oh yeah, Carmella, my oh my, sweet potato pie, Carmine's sister.
Not... Okay, whatever. But the point is, Did you notice the difference when we were listing those rosters? When we were going through the main roster divas, there was a lot of, fuck it, or just, no, fuck them.
Yeah,
With NXT divas, we like all of them.
But I've
basically.
never seen NXT. So
This isn't sexism where it's just like, oh, the divas, they're bad. No, they're just bad women's wrestlers and good women's wrestlers. And it just so happens that pretty much a majority of the main roster are bad.
Very bad. And it's very bad if AJ leaves, because if they don't move anyone up from NXT, then what's the point?
There would be no point. It'd just be the Paige versus Total Divas. No, because now she's on Total. It'd be just Total Divas.
Great! We want that, don't we?
With the whole of NXT, eventually these guys are going to get called up. And then who's going to replace them might be really shit.
No. The way they do it down at NXT, they have a performance center now. Basically, all of the
Everyone
main
gets
roster
really good
divas-
training.
All the main roster divas are kind of past that point where they can't really be brought up through the performance center anymore. They're kind of been and done.
Yeah.
Whereas with new talent, it's very easy to make them good.
Oh, hallelujah.
Exactly. And sometimes they pick models like they used to do. Other times they pick indie stars like Bailey. She was an indie star.
Yeah,
Becky Lynch was Rebecca Knox, wasn't she?
she was, yes.
So, I mean, there's a variety of people they pick from, and they can make them all good.
Exactly.
So, NXT is just a polishing place. And then, hopefully, that will transition to the main roster and improve everything. But in the meantime, the main roster's hurting. Bad.
Yep. And if AJ leaves, then it'll hurt even more.
So they need to be careful about how they handle that, if she is leaving.
If she is leaving.
My dad was watching Netflix and I could hear whatever the fuck he was playing. I think he was watching Game of Thrones.
Great. And on that note, I think we're done here.
Awesome! I came to read. So, I have been Andy Quan.
I've been Sam Brooks.
And I've been Carmine Antonelli.
Remember, we are on iTunes, we are on YouTube, we are on maybe SoundCloud, we're working on it.
We're not.
WrestlingPundit.com. What else are we on? Go, quick.
Suplah.com.
There you
Exactly,
go.
Suplah.com. We will see you next time on whatever show comes next. Goodbye.
You don't need to sing.